Hello there. In Jeremiah 29:11, it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." This clearly lets us know that God has a definite plan for us, and the plan is not to harm you, it's to prosper you and to give you a hope and a future. Now, today we'll be talking about finding your purpose. We hear everybody talking about purpose, purpose this, purpose that. This is my purpose. I need to live on purpose and everything. But how do you find purpose? Is your career your purpose? Is your profession your purpose and everything? These terms can get a little confusing. And even for you as a person, you might assume that your career is your purpose. Meanwhile, that, there's a specific purpose. Now, on the other hand, one thing that stuck out for me in this text is the fact that he has said that plans, it's with an S. It's not singular. So it's just not one, all right? We're sometimes led to think that purpose refers to one particular and only thing. It could be a number of things. It could be 7, could be 5, It all depends on, what you want to explore. And all these plans are there to prosper you, not to harm you, and give you a future. But remember, it's plans with an S. So even as you speak of purpose, right, it's sometimes not just one thing. It could be several things. You could be passionate about maybe 3 things. It doesn't mean that out of the 3 things you pick one or you narrow down to one. You actually have the ability to explore the 3 of them. So how do you find purpose, right? The most important thing is to connect to your source. He said that when he created us, he formed us and he created us for a purpose. And here in Jeremiah 29:11, we have just read that the plans are to prosper us and to give us a future. So the most important thing is to connect to your source. Ask God, why am I here? What is my purpose? What plans do you have for me? What would you like me to do? Ask him. He even says, ask and you will receive. You will get an answer. Sometimes we think that ask and you receive equals material things and everything, but sometimes it could just be an answer for something that is so crucial for you, like finding your purpose. Ask him. Connect to your source. Spend time with him. Ask him, Lord, reveal what it is that I'm supposed to do. Connect to your source. It's so important that you're connected to your source so you can understand what your source created you for, and you can start living within your purpose. Now, how do you release it? You've decided or you've discovered that my purpose is maybe you are in trading, and maybe you've discovered that your purpose is inspiring and impacting people, or your purpose could be bringing up a new generation of traders. Whatever it is, how do you release it after you discover it? One of the things is to understand your purpose, what is hidden within you. Understand that you are destined to reign. Within that purpose, it is unique to you, that as much as maybe your purpose is to bring out a generation of traders, or it could be to help people who are less fortunate and do not have certain things. Many may have done it before, but the way that you're going to approach it, the way you're going to do it, is what will be unique to you. So it is so important for you to understand your purpose. Explore it. There's nothing wrong with spending time on self-development. The time that you could use watching that series and everything, maybe just sit down, spend time with yourself, and ask yourself, okay, I'm passionate about maybe creating a feeding program. I'm passionate about babies, whatever it is, just sit down and sort of structure something down. this will assist in releasing that purpose. And also tap into the resources that are available around you. Spiritual resources, physical resources. These days there is so much of resources out there. Online books, audiobooks. Maybe you don't like sitting down and reading a book, it's too much. Plug into an audiobook, tap into resources that will enhance your purpose. Okay, maybe you want to set up a home for babies, maybe you want to set up a dance studio. Research about it, how best to do it, what resources do you have available, how can you make it happen. Set aside time for it. It's actually something that you'll end up finding is so exciting that even as much as you have a 9-to-5 job and you're working maybe Monday to Friday, that over the weekend you will relish in this found purpose where you will train people to dance, or maybe you're passionate about guitaring and everything and having some music that is inspiring, worship music, ministration music, whatever it is. Spend time, tap into resources, read about it, spiritual resources, physical resources, whatever is available to you. Research about it and tap into it. And most importantly, spend time with God. As you're tapping into all these resources, do spend time with your source. Be in the right environment. We sometimes find ourselves in environments that really do not serve any aid to our purpose. You're just stuck in an environment that just brings you down so much that by the time the weekend is coming, you just want to lie down on your couch, put your feet up and do nothing. Yeah. Because you're so beat, you're so down, you're like, you know what, let me take 20, in fact, let me take 24 hours. Well, it's so important that you're in an environment that is inspiring. And as much as sometimes you can't control this environment, maybe it's your working environment, there is zero inspiration in that working environment. Create an environment for yourself that is inspiring. It could be some little scriptures that you put on your desk that every time you look down, you remember that scripture. Or maybe it could be your screensaver on your screen. It could be on your phone. It could be on your computer. Just make sure that there's an environment around you that is an environment of inspiration. During your lunch break, as you have your lunch, you could just plug into an audiobook or listen to a 5-minute message on Instagram, YouTube. Yes, listen to CITAM Church Online. And that could be an inspiring message that will get you, kick-started and want to live within your purpose. Surround yourself with inspiration, things that will push you to the next level in finding and living your purpose. Work on it. Once you find your purpose, work on it. All right? It's often that we know that maybe my purpose is to inspire, some generation after me in the field that I am in, maybe finance, maybe marketing. But as much as I'm aware of it, I'm not working on it. It remains that thing that is at the back of my mind that I never really get around to. Work on it, dedicate time to it, even if it's an hour a week, 2 hours a week. You could decide to go full on 24 hours. It's entirely up to you, but do work on it. Also ask God to guide you. One thing that I've learned to do is ask God, which way, Lord? He says that his plans for you are not to harm you, they are to prosper you. So it's so important to ask him, Lord, which way, Lord? And he always shows us what way to go. Also have scriptures that you're standing on in relation to your purpose. Find a scripture. Put the scripture on your screensaver, like I said. Put the scripture maybe at your desk. You could even have it somewhere at your home, a nice hanging and everything. Stand on that scripture, declare that scripture. Let it stir up something in you and live and find your purpose. It's such a beautiful place to be in and such a wonderful place to be in, to be able to live within the purpose that God created you for. Feel free to get in touch with us, slide into the DM, send us an email, or even you could leave your comments below. Share this. If you like this video, share it with your friends, share it with your group around you. God bless you. You are created for a purpose. Find your purpose and live within your purpose. Lots of love.